domo, good morning. First, Minasama, breathing. Aikido no okami, Aikido no okami. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the same beginning exercise we've been doing.
Начнем так же.
Nose to body position. This one kind of comes here. But see, I'm really moving my body. I'm sitting on his lap, I'm sitting on it. If I am like this, he can get a bite of my structure.
Может, так сказать, получить узнать, какова моя структура.
I want to make the shape really, really, really big.
Я хочу сделать действительно большую форму.
Really, really big. Has shikaku surfaces. Everything has shikaku surfaces. So if we were to view the plan view of the arm, cross section of the arm, there are really 6 places for yankyo, for instance. If we look at the arm, we can say north and south and east and west. The primary yankyo places are the corners in between those. There's really 8. It's possible to do right on the mune. This would be the ridge of the blade. This would be the blade itself. But mainly all the other surfaces, the other 6 of those 8 directions are the best for yankyo. At this point, for Ai Hanmi Katate Tori, we want to kind of present this shikaku surface, this corner surface. And again, this is the use of that Toro no Kuchi, that shape where the inside funny bone, inside of the elbow, rubs the side. The ki comes down through the arm and out through the palm chakra in this fashion. So this is the shape of presenting for Aikido to come and contact this surface. So that's the lead. And then, just get it front of you. Good. There we go. Now, to take this lead, he really wants to extend to the surface, really lengthen and extend this surface. Then what I want to do, of course, is suppress with my palm chakra. So I want to suppress, and I also want to be sure that I'm using my body bilaterally, using both sides of the body. So the action, in contrast to staying here, the action is that I want to rise, suppress this hand, and control with my other hand too. So the feeling is as if I want to move like this, coming up and over. So it feels more like an attack.
Это больше похоже на атаку.
This doesn't mean that we have to move very, very quickly.
Это не значит, что мы должны двигаться слишком быстро.
It only means that we want to be moving both sides of the body.
Но это означает, что мы включаем обе стороны тела в движение.
And not just hold
Не
here,
просто держим руку.
but suppress by using the hips.
Давление вкладывается бедра.
And just like the day, that first instant of physical contact is important here.
Момент первого физического контакта до него.
I think it's better not to sit already touching.
Лучше, я думаю, не сидеть в таком уже готовом состоянии.
And then to try and start.
Начинать движение.
It's better to start from the count of one.
Начать так.
In the same way, it's better. It's better not to sit.
Сжимается, потом движется на стороны.
The best sword drawing is the energy congeals around.
Продолжаем меч.
So here, the sense, let's make that same sense for this katate fori.
Давайте усмотрим тот же самый смысл.
Energy kind of congeals, comes together at the center,
Нагнетание в центр
and then moves.
и потом движение оттуда.
Energy comes together,
Энергия собирается и распространяется.
energy comes together, and then comes together. It can be quite done, really kind of bring the energy together,
Соберите энергию вместе.
squeeze, and then
И потом мягко выдвиньте ее.
squeeze, softly. Let's just do that for a moment, please.
Давайте поделаем это.
This is the best way for you to get to my center. I want to present that so my movement has more activity. Next. So they presented this surface, good. And my energy comes, and this kind of comes up and over. I don't want to come this way. I really kind of want to come to that Shikaku surface. And also there's the feeling of congeal, flow. It's really nice. It's more obvious. It's a good idea to move.
Понятно, почему ему нужно двигаться.
But also, in moving from this position, we get used to dealing with the whole body.
Но кроме того, вот когда нам приходится двигаться из такого положения, мы приучаемся использовать все свое тело.
And he gets used to dealing with me with really wanting to use both sides of my body. drive him this way. So I can move. Good. And we get a live interaction, this man. I don't. But you know, don't touch until you see.
Не касайтесь.
Stay right here. Just put this lead here. Good. No, right here. Now, instead of sitting, if our feeling is that, this is important, Toto, I'll be right back. Toto, minute. Let's, again, like the last few days, we've been making kind of many rules of
Как в
movement.
последние дни мы установили очень много условностей правил в упражнении.
Those rules of movement are meant to lead us to a certain experience and
Они
knowledge.
должны дать нам возможность почувствовать, получить определенный опыт.
Now let's make the rule of movement that whoever is giving the lead
Тот, кто предлагает руку,
moves first.
движется первый, делает это первый. Это
And
правило.
the next thing, who is ever taking that lead
Второе, тот, кто берет эту руку, принимает предложение,
doesn't touch until he is ready.
не берет ее, пока тот не готов.
It would be as if the rules were that as soon as I touched,
Как только я беру,
he can do anything.
он может сделать все, что угодно.
So, give me that. If I sit and unaware already touching,
Если я сижу, уже взяв эту руку,
I'm ignoring his other natural weapon.
я пренебрегаю его естественным оружием.
I'm ignoring what he
Yeah,
could
but-
strike me or hit me with his head.
Удар головой, рукой и так далее.
So if we make the rule, the premise,
Если мы принимаем это правило,
that I don't touch until I'm ready to move.
я не могу взять, пока я не готов двигаться.
So he gives me a lead.
Он предлагает мне руку.
I do whatever I need to do to prepare my
Я
center muscle,
делаю то, что мне нужно, чтобы подготовить тело,
congeal
собственно,
my energy,
собираю энергию вместе
and move.
и распространяю ее.
Even though I'm moving very slowly,
Несмотря на то, что я двигаюсь очень медленно,
I don't want to touch and then try to activate
я
the
не
center
хочу
of my
прежде
body.
взять его, а потом выбрасывать энергию с центра.
I want to activate the center of my body and then touch.
Я хочу активировать собственное тело, включить его, и потом только взять и двигаться.
So from when I touch, even though we're moving slowly,
Даже несмотря на то, что мы движемся очень медленно,
I want to touch in such a way that I'm suppressing the center of his body
нужно подавить его среднюю линию
and controlling him bilaterally,
и,
both
и
sides,
контролировать сбоку, с
and
обеих сторон.
suppressing this down
Я придавливаю руку вниз.
and controlling in this fashion.
Это контроль.
So then, even though I'm moving slow, that's
Даже
a lot of
несмотря на
pressure.
движение,
even though I'm moving slowly, it's really moving from that first touch. It's really happening.
это вопрос первого контакта.
Squeeze my energy together,
Соберите ее вместе, силу.
pry apart. It's really quite dynamic. Comes together. Good. Now this way, kind of ready to. Good. Yeah, good. Neck. Like this. Body comes up and over. Hey, see? I want to not touch and turn, but I want to organize this so
Я
when I
хочу
squeeze
сначала
together,
организовать свою позицию.
this is the surface I want.
Вот это та поверхность, к которой я стремлюсь.
I want it with the center of my palm.
Я хочу
And
ее взять
squeeze
центром
and
своей
pry.
ладони.
Isn't it? This is the feeling. Kind of feeling here is if
Чувство при посадке должно быть вот таким.
we want to be able to move forward
Мы
from there.
должны быть способны
Exposed to the
двинуться
power,
вперед.
we could go forward. Really alive. Good.
Живое.
Man, height is. I just, like a chicken. I. Good. And keep his shoulder taut. Turn towards him. Instead of turning away. Keep your center towards him. I want to turn towards him.
Я хочу повернуться к нему.
Because now, next thing is because he is trying to use outside his body. Let's do that now. Again, and the feeling in the body, when we face Aite, when we sit here, feeling in the body is center lines are lined up.
Чувствуем соединение средних линий. Наши тела соединяются.
Your hip angle keeps you feeling really alive.
Очень жизненная позиция.
Don't want to tuck underneath it this way. If he explodes forward when I'm sitting like this, it's hard for me to respond. But I want to feel like I can explode from the ground and move forward. Yeah. Then, the nature of the lead is, when I take the lead, I squeeze together. Squeeze together, move fast. Squeeze together, move fast. Squeeze together, move fast. Yes. Now, when Aite, other person, when Aite takes that lead, I want to, of course, not be struck. So, I start with my energy very full. Because again, we have these rules. The rules of this interaction are that he cannot, I still want to be aware of him all the time. That he is not going to attack until I give a lead. Then as he takes the lead, he is thinking that as soon as he touches me, it's okay for me to do anything. Which means he won't just sit there and be asleep. Just try it for a minute, you know. Yeah. It's hard for him to do that. But he won't just sit there and be asleep and think that he's going to begin to do Aikido at some future date. He'll start before he touches. Then, since at this time I want to do Ikkyo, when I give the lead, I make it really big. And as he moves, he uses both sides of his body. Pick him up, and what I'm picking up move very, very, very slowly, like this kind of speed. Good. So he's moving both sides of his body. So he is turning towards me at this point, turning his hip towards me to come to my corner surface. I lift underneath him. My center slides underneath his and accomplishes kuzushi, unbalancing. And we do this Ikkyo archetype of rising and falling ki. Every now and again, I don't move just to check, see what he is doing. You know, and make sure that he is not really getting ready to take ukemi, but he is getting ready to use his hips. Okay. All right. He's getting ready to use his hip to attack from the other side. And that's why we really extend both sides and move to join his movement and do the Ikkyo. But now let's his same one that we've been doing with the elbow and the wrist and the Ikkyo position. Very slow.
очень медленно.
So even though this is slow, it's completely alive.
Несмотря на медленность движения, это очень живое движение.
はい、お願いします。You must move when you fix it. So we're going slow, we have with these rules. Choto minasan, something that's very important.
Приближается, вы должны начать движение.
We are moving slowly,
Мы движемся медленно,
but the timing has to be correct.
но очень важно время движения.
So I was watching
Я видел сейчас,
somebody moving
многие
slowly,
двигалось медленно,
but then the other side is not moving.
другая сторона не была уже.
Really, because this side is actually, even though moving slowly, I am attacking.
Я атакую.
If this side waits,
Если эта сторона ждет,
it becomes too late.
становится слишком поздно.
So that's why, even though we're moving slowly,
Несмотря на то, что я двигаюсь,
we have to move right away.
нужно двигаться сразу.
So remember in Budo,
Помните, пожалуйста.
it doesn't matter how quickly you move,
Неважно, как быстро вы движетесь.
it matters when you start.
Важно, когда вы начинаете.
It's all timing.
Это вопрос тайминга.
Everything is timing. How do you fit in with the movement?
Как вы сочетаете время?
How do you
Выбираете момент.
center yourself and fit inside Aite's timing?
Вы должны вторгнуться в движение во время движения Айте.
This is the way to learn that.
Мы учимся этому.
So we are going slowly. After I give a lead, we have these rules, you know. After I give a lead, he begins. And then I move. That's following the rules, okay? That's following the rules.
Мы следуем правилам.
Yes, please. I'm going to do it perfectly. Don't fight it. I'm doing it perfectly. Good. This. You present this. It's kind of like, this position is like you can just cut like this. If I've cut down this way, this is the position of my arm. Okay? It's always a cutting position. I've cut this way. This is the position of my arm. He attacks it. And I move him like that. Don't put your arm out until you're ready with that surface. You present to this surface. Then you take that surface this way. I'm treating this like a sword. And he's kind of treating this like a sword angle, like he has just cut down. Then I attack this angle. This is good, good, good. Then you reach past it and turn. Exactly. So he gives this lead.